The royal family of Saudi Arabia lives a luxurious life that's simply a dream to many of us. From exquisite houses to flamboyant cars and breathtaking superyachts, the Saudi royalty spares no costs in acquiring only the best things. With an estimated net worth of $1.5 trillion, let's take a look inside the life of Saudi Arabia's richest family. Family history. To understand what goes on in Saudi Arabia's monarchy, it is important to know their roots and origins. So, let's go on a journey, starting from the beginning to where the powerful yet controversial royal family stands today. In 1932, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia was established by Ibn Saud, and since then, the House of Saud has ruled over the country as what many term an absolute monarchy. The king has total control over the land and is expected to answer to only the Sharia law and the Quran. Today, King Salman bin Abdulaziz sits on the throne, steering the wheel of the oil-rich country and Middle Eastern giant. However, the story wasn't always one of good fortune. Saudi Arabia was one of the poorest countries in the world, with their only sources of revenue being pilgrimage agriculture and fishing. Under the House of Saud, when oil reserves carrying an immense wealth of crude fuel were discovered in 1938, all things completely changed. They developed friendly business relations with the United States after 3 years, and here began a journey into wealth and prosperity. The oil fields were developed by the Arabian American Oil Company, which is now Saudi Aramco. At the beginning of its operations, it was controlled by the United States. But today, the company, now worth trillions of dollars, constitutes a core part of the immense wealth of the Saudi royal family and the country as a whole. 2 decades short of a century after it was founded, Saudi Arabia is the only Arab country that's part of the G20 major economies and is recognized by the World Bank as a high-income economy with a high Human Development Index. On the 4th of March, 1938, Saudi Arabia first struck oil with its first commercial oil well, and the wells are still flowing with vast resources today. This is the backstory to the wealth of Saudi Arabia's richest family. Now, let's dive into what this wealth has afforded them. Members of the royal family have been frequently termed lavish spenders, but when you have such immense wealth, spending is not a problem. Real estate Maraba Palace. The first glance at this edifice shows clearly that it is an ancient building. Yet, even as it appears old and out of fashion, it holds a significant place in Saudi Arabia's history and is of course sentimental value to the royal family. It is a 32-room palace with 2 floors, which was built beginning in the 1930s and eventually completed in 1945 for King Abdulaziz Al Saud, otherwise known as Ibn Saud, the founder of Saudi Arabia. It appears to be a sort of mini-city with several buildings. The rooms were also built in a rectangular fashion, with a courtyard in the center. This is due to the culture of privacy, especially as regards private chambers. Today, the building is a museum, to remind the people of their heritage and to also serve as a tourist attraction. It shows old construction and design techniques that were symbolic of Arabian culture. The palace is open to the public on specific days and times. The personal assets and pictures of royalty can be seen, as well as gilded doors and elaborate tapestries with gold lettering. It is a great reminder of the Arab country's heritage and a resource for anyone interested in going down memory lane to see how the empire began and how the royal family lived even before the heydays. Al Yamama Palace. This is the official palace of the royal family, from which royal duties are performed. Official meetings, VIP receptions, and council meetings are also held here, with the king and the crown prince overseeing the affairs of the kingdom. It is located in the country's capital city and is a clear symbol of wealth. However, in 2018, it became clear that the castle belonged to Prince Mohammed bin Salman. One of the first sights on entering the castle grounds is a statue of Louis XIV, a highly revered figure in France who is known as the Sun King. It was carved in Carrara marble and set in the middle of the expansive garden courtyard. Another fascinating view in the outdoor area is a fountain of gold-coated structures from which the water sprouts. Pyramid-shaped trees lead to a labyrinth, and the grounds also house a stable farmhouse. The making of this edifice took 3 years and over 200 skilled workmen. The hard work paid off, as the chateau embodies beauty. A gold-plated oak wood door ushers you in. It bears a sculpture of the sun god on horseback, as a victorious Roman emperor. Inside, the interior has marble surfaces, specially commissioned paintings, ironwork, stone carvings, and silk drapings. The best technology was also incorporated into the building, with mechanized window shutters, ambient lighting, reversible air conditioning, and a powerful speaker system, all of which can be easily controlled from an iPhone. The home is complete with a 3,000-bottle wine cellar, squash court, ballrooms, a movie theater, an underground nightclub, and swimming pools. At the center of the drawing room, a breathtaking sight is embedded in the ceiling. The Palace of Light belongs to Khalid bin Salman Al Saud, the brother of the Crown Prince and Saudi ambassador to the United States. It is located in Great Falls, Virginia, in the United States of America. In 2017, the prince was still a student at Georgetown University when he acquired the property, which cost him $13 million. It has 8 master suite bedrooms furnished to taste, 13 bathrooms, a ballroom, and multiple living and dining rooms. Throughout the interior, there are rare customized antique sofas, gold-plated statues, and elaborate crystal chandeliers. The opulent residence is fit for royalty and features several amenities that make it a great abode. There is a spa, massage room, wine cellar, library, gym, card room, basketball court, and cinema. The outdoor area is filled with greenery and a serene pool in a relaxing lounge area with marble flooring, a cabana, fire bowls, Corinthian columns, and comfortable sitting. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal's Palace. The prince is the nephew of King Salman and one of the most prominent businessmen in the Arab world and the rest of the business world in general. In the heart of Riyadh, he has a phenomenal home that appears similar to something from a fairy tale. The floors of the 435-room building are covered in the best Italian marble, extravagant gilding, and silk carpets. With 3 swimming pools, there are multiple options on where to swim, including a gigantic pool built to resemble a lagoon with wild greenery and breathtaking natural aesthetics. Other amenities include a super-large kitchen that can feed up to 2,000 people. Sounds wild, right? Well, there's also a 45-seat underground cinema with 250 flat screens. Much to the dismay of many, the palace has several stuffed animals made from real animals that were shot down during hunting trips by the prince. All yachts. It would be a gross mistake to mention the riches of the royal family in Saudi Arabia without also listing the super yachts, where they spend a significant amount of time each year, and needless to say, an insane percentage of their fortune. Prince Abdulaziz. This super yacht once held the title of the largest yacht in the world until it was usurped by Superyacht Dubai in 2006. It was built in 1984 by Helsinger Werft, a renowned yacht maker on the order of King Fahd, who named her after his son, Prince Abdulaziz, who is now the current owner. It took 15 months to complete. To date, it remains in the Saudi royal fleet and is often used to conduct business activities as well as leisure outings. The royal family is not only interested in lavish spending, but also heavily interested in building wealth by maximizing opportunities and setting up sources of revenue. One such endeavor is Saudi Aramco, which is considered to be one of the highest revenue-generating companies in the world and was named the most valuable company in the world based on market capital in 2022. With such an affinity for business and wealth generation, the royal family may actually be amassing wealth faster than it is spending. However, only the future can tell. Till then, we keep our fingers crossed as we admire their luxurious lifestyle from a distance. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more interesting videos.